Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Roddy Ricch gets banned from London, and Fat Joe says he died before you see him with 6ix9ine again. Plus, Schoolboy Q drops Num Num Juice. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, so Roddy Ricch is performing, right? He's in London, you know, doing his thing. For those that don't know, Roddy Ricch is like a new rapper. He's from Compton, but his music is pretty dope though. He got a couple joints out. He dropped like last year sometime, right? So he's probably gonna be XXL freshman this year, but whatever, right? So apparently at his show, you know, it was a fight that broke out, and there was a stabbing that happened at the show. Well, actually 3 stabbings. So 3 dudes got shot. You know, all 3 of them was like in their early 20s. Not shot, stabbed. All 3 of them were in their early 20s. And they okay though. So like they've been released from the hospital. Nobody's dead, nothing like that, right? So here in New York, right? So what they ended up doing there in London is like completely evacuating the entire show, shutting it down after the stabbings happened, after the fight happened, and now they're trying to ban Roddy Ricch from London altogether, right? Which is crazy because like here in New York, right? Somebody could get shot at the club or at a show, at a concert or whatever. They stop it for a second, they pull that person out, they find out who did it, and then the show goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like London, y'all are going overboard with it, like trying to ban like a whole rapper from being in your city because a fight broke out at his show where somebody got stabbed. It's not like Roddy Ricch was on stage like, stab that nigga, what? Stab that nigga. You know, it was none of that. You know what I'm saying? Roddy Ricch ain't have nothing to do with none of that. But whatever, them people over there, they don't understand hip-hop, they don't understand the hip-hop culture, and a fight could break out during anything, during any kind of performance. Last time Ariana Grande was in London, they blew up the place, they dropped a bomb at her concert. So are y'all gonna ban Ariana Grande? No, right? Roddy Ricch's music is not violent or anything at all. He just talks about like his come up in the hood and being broke and now, you know, having money and you know, just like the typical rapper kind of thing, you know. But over there in the UK is a lot different than here in the US. You know what I'm saying? Like in the US, everybody got a gun. He got a gun. He got a gun, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So they do more shooting up in here, like in the US, especially in the South, right? But in the UK, pretty much nobody has a gun, right? Except for the officers, right? So if nobody has guns, then and y'all want to, you know, get busy, y'all gonna start stabbing each other. I don't know, man. Like, so anyway, so there's a rise on stabbings in 2019, right? In the UK. So already this year, 2019, and it's only March 14th, there's been 42 deaths due to stabbings in the UK, right? And then a whole lot more stabbings, but you know, just those people just didn't die. But there's been 42 deaths behind stabbings this year. So, you know, blame Roddy Ricch, right? Blame the rapper from Compton that came over here just to do a show for y'all instead of trying to figure out why deaths have been up due to stabbings this year alone in 2019. So like, come on now, are y'all serious right now? So of course, you know, Roddy Ricch responds, sorry to my UK fans, but because of the incident, they're trying to ban me from ever coming back to London, right? So this is crazy because and sad because it's like, yo, this is a brand new rapper, right? So this dude is about to be like your next, you know, probably not, you know, Blueface, because Blueface is more like, I wouldn't say Cap, but like this is one of them real niggas, right? So this probably be like another J-Rock or somebody like that out of Cali. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all to like ban him completely from like from London altogether, y'all would be stupid because he's gonna bring mad money and mad tourist dollars to y'all city. But whatever, man. Yo, Roddy Ricch, fuck London, bro. Like we mess with you in New York. You know what I'm saying? We mess with you out in Compton, obviously, and you doing your thing. So like, don't let them get you down. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing you and handle your business.
I get die it. Before you see me in a picture with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Man, yo, listen, Fat Joe is like one of them dudes from the old school, right? So he had this podcast, back in the day, like maybe like 2 years ago, right? This was before 6ix9ine popped off, really. This was before 6ix9ine was like trolling and beefing with YG. This was before the whole Chief Keef thing. This was like maybe like 2 weeks after he met Shoddy or something like that. This was back in 2017. This was before anything that 6ix9ine snitched on anybody about even happened, right? So Fat Joe had a podcast back in the day called Coca Vision, right? It was on Tidal, right? And Tidal, it was a couple episodes, right? It wasn't supposed to last forever, but it was supposed to be like maybe 12 or 15 episodes or whatever like that, where Fat Joe was like, as an OG, right, is interviewing like some rappers, right? So somebody that he interviewed was like T.I. T.I. is also an OG. He interviewed Casanova. He told Casanova, hey man, this was back when Casanova and 6ix9ine was beefing, right? Because both of them are from Brooklyn, and the first person really for 6ix9ine to really ever beef with was probably Casanova and then Trippie Redd, right? So he's like, Fat Joe's telling like Casanova, yo bro, listen, don't do nothing to 6ix9ine. You are out here getting money. You already did time in prison, and now you out. You know what I'm saying? So please do not fall back into that stuff, because the same people that are trying to egg you on to do something crazy will be the same people saying that you dumb or you stupid once you get locked up, right? So that's what Fat Joe was trying to tell Casanova. So then Fat Joe has 6ix9ine on the podcast too, right? And this was before anybody even know really who 6ix9ine was, and he put his hand on 6ix9ine's shoulder and he was like, yo, 6ix9ine, we need you. We need you here in New York as far as hip hop goes, right? So every city has like their crazy haired rapper who is like popping, right? And 6ix9ine was supposed to be ours, right? So you got like Lil Pump in Florida, you got Lil Xan over there on the West Coast, you got Yachty in Atlanta, Lil Skies, the Trippie Redd, like the SoundCloud looking rapper, right? So 6ix9ine was supposed to be New York's version of the SoundCloud rapper, and he was. I mean, tattoos on the face, crazy colored hair, weird name, but the thing is that 6ix9ine was also hood affiliated, right? So Fat Joe was trying to tell him, hey bro, chill out, don't do none of that, right? And then fast forward a little bit, after 6ix9ine got arrested, they asked Fat Joe like, yo, remember when you was trying to tell 6ix9ine, hey, don't do this and that? Now he's indicted, what do you think? And then Fat Joe was like, free 6ix9ine, I'm sorry that he didn't listen. I was trying to tell him, sometimes the OGs have wise words for the youngins, but I am happy that he squashed that beef with him and Casanova, right? So that's what Fat Joe was kind of saying before. Then all this information came out about 6ix9ine snitching on people, telling on Cool to Beach, Shoddy, Ish, and everybody else. And then, they asked Fat Joe again about 6ix9ine. And he's like, listen, yeah, I tried to tell him. You know what I'm saying? I tried to let him know what was really good. I tried to tell him stop staying out the streets, because if he wasn't in the streets in the first place, or, forget about the first place, because a lot of people come from the streets in the first place. That's where they were born, right? But if you get an opportunity to be able to get up out the streets, right, then why stay there? Why hang out there? Why do that to yourself, right? And that's what Fat Joe is trying to say. Now that you have a means to get up out the streets, stay up out the streets, But he's saying that old dude didn't listen, and then, when he got indicted and arrested, you got to pay the piper, right? You got to pay for your consequences. But instead of doing that, you just turn state and start flipping on everybody, because you don't want to be in jail for the rest of your life. Like, that right there is some sucker shit. So Fat Joe was like, you crossed the line, right? And once you cross the line, there's no talking, there's no discussion, there's no excuse, there's nothing that you can really say that's going to fix it, and yeah, 6ix9ine didn't snitch on Fat Joe, but the way Fat Joe was acting was like, yo, listen, like, he really crossed the line. And I understand that, because Fat Joe is cut from a certain cloth of dude that it's like, nah, man, like, we don't rock with that. When Fat Joe was coming up, Fat Joe was 6ix9ine's age, back in 92, and somebody had snitched on like the whole hood in the Bronx or something like that, you think that I don't give a damn if that was Fat Joe's best friend. Fat Joe be like, nah, man, like we gotta get him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's that. And it's just all really sad, man. You know, 6ix9ine is probably going to get out. He's probably going to go overseas. He's probably going to go on tour. He's probably going to live over there. And he's probably going to chill and be just fine. And we'll hear some of the music over here, but nobody really going to be jacking him like that. But just like the whole situation is real crazy.
30's all that I got, nigga, time's up. Got my coins up.
Ooh, crack! I can't play too much of that shit because, yo, you know YouTube be trying to get your boy, right? I can play like 3-4 seconds of the shit, right? So, like, I'm hyped, man. Schoolboy Q is coming out. Like, first of all, he was teasing this, right? So, all week, he been teasing. 2 more days. Dropped a little trailer video. Yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is Schoolboy Q up to, right? In my head, I'm thinking he's dropping a whole album, first of all, right? And I thought it was coming out tomorrow, Friday, right? Turns out he dropped a single and that shit came out today, right? This morning when I woke up, I'm like, yo, Num Num Juice, that's the name of the joint. Hard, fire, he's spitting, the beat's fire. Look, it's the morning time right now, and as soon as I woke up, I heard the joint, so I listened to it like maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's it. I don't know no words, I don't know no quotables, I don't know the hook, you know what I'm saying? But what I do know is that the song is hot fire, you got flame. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm looking forward to this. So the fact that he even dropped Num Num Juice means that the album is coming soon. Who knows when the album's coming, man? The album might still come tomorrow. Imagine that. Like, yo, I'm here for Schoolboy Q. Like, every 2 years, I mean, and it's like clockwork too, man. Like, look, TDE, the way they doing it over there, you know, Ab Soul, Kendrick Lamar, obviously, J-Rock dropped. But Schoolboy Q, he be getting me like mad excited. Like when Kendrick Lamar drops, you know Kendrick Lamar is gonna be fire, right? Absol is. My bad, y'all. My battery died, right? So, yeah. So Kendrick Lamar, you know, everybody knows he's always hot, right? Absol is more on the production side, right? J-Rock been waiting to get his shine for like mad long, right? So J-Rock was one of the first dudes that was on TDE, right? And he just came out with like his, like, it wasn't his first album, but it felt kind of like a debut album last year with Win, and he got a Grammy for that. So that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Schoolboy Q, yo, when he be dropping, like Schoolboy Q, I remember like seeing some kind of interview or like I don't even know if it was like I read something about Schoolboy Q, but this was like years ago, right? When he was like, yo, I just want to take care of my daughter. He was like, I'm gonna drop every 2 years and then I'm gonna disappear and I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna come back every 2 years. I'm gonna take care of my daughter because I really want to be in her life. And then I'm gonna come back to the hip hop game. Not like on some May shit where he's just like leaving and then coming back. Like he's always a rapper. He's always touring. He's always doing shows. But as far as like album releases or music releases, he's gonna do that. Like Schoolboy Q ain't really like the type of dude to. Like a Lil Wayne will continue to do music like forever, right? So even between albums, Wayne is dropping mixtapes. He's jumping on features. Well, we don't hear a lot of features from Schoolboy Q. We don't hear any mixtapes from Schoolboy Q at all because he doesn't do like that kind of stuff when he's not like in album mode. He might jump on like a compilation album with TDE. He might, or, you know, Kendrick. He might jump on like the Black Panther soundtrack with Kendrick Lamar, which is basically like the Top Dog compilation album, but he ain't gonna like do his own kind of project or nothing like that, which is cool because sometimes it is true that you can kind of like oversaturate the market, right? And every artist based on like their style kind of does what works best for them. So sometimes a rapper, it may be good for them to oversaturate the market, like a Young Thug, right? Some Young Thug songs, some of them be like, I don't know. And then some of them be fire. But if he releases 100 songs a year, right, then you got a lot to pick from. So even if 20% of those songs are fire, you came out with 20 songs this year that were fire, right? And out of those 20 fire ass songs, at least 5 gotta be a hit. And when you get a hit, like, you know, French Montana and Sway Lee, or, you know, Blueface with the Bust Down Tatiana, when you get a hit, then you could ride that hit wave for like 6 to 9 months. One song, you could ride that wave for 6 to 9 months. And you remember how 21 Savage and Post Malone, popping pills, feeling like a rock star, how long they rode that wave because that was a hit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like Young Thug has his formula, right? And then you got somebody like Schoolboy Q who has his formula, who's like, I'm not going to oversaturate the market. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to focus. I'm going to make sure everything is good to go. I'm going to write it out. I'm going to make sure it's fire. I'm going to make sure it's nice. And then I'm gonna put it out, you know? So every artist has like their own cool way of doing stuff, but I'm just excited that Schoolboy Q is coming back out, man. Like, it's about time. I think this is supposed to be like this album number 3, I think, by now. So like, I'm here for it, man. Yo, LA, they doing a thing right now. You got Schoolboy Q, you got Roddy Ricch, and let me know what y'all think about this whole Fat Joe and 6ix9ine situation. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. I'm giving y'all hip-hop news every day and my opinion on that hip-hop news every day. Don't be afraid to throw some comments in there. I'm answering back all my comments, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.